most of this setup has been taught in the past, but it's just a new concept that has been introduced into it to redefine it. Yeah, if you are not hearing me very well, just let me know so that. Okay. So you're all welcome. So in this class, I will move to it because of this, so that it will not affect the quality, to avoid background noise, that does not affect the quality of the video, the class. Yeah, we are going into this. Though this class is not for if you are a beginner, if you are new in trading, if you are very new, it's not for a beginner. It's for advanced students who must have passed through the basic trend line, the basic support and resistance line, knowledge about the price action. You must have passed through that. If you are not in tune with this, please go. You can still go to the YouTube and get all that. Get John Paul, you're welcome. Get information on that stuff. Yeah, this is strictly for the advanced, experienced trader who must have gotten the prior knowledge of support and resistance, then candlestick information and the rest of them. So so I have to let you know that before we let go, so that there will not be question about what is support, what is resistance. Yeah. We are going strictly into the use of trend line in SnR, the Confluence. Yeah. So here I have the basic, the about 6 types of trend line that we're going to look at into today. So the time may not permit us to finish everything, probably the second class or thereabouts. And this class will be 45 minutes, so that it will not be boring. Yeah, it will be time. It is time at 45 minutes, so that you can watch and enjoy. Yeah, not like long boring video. So you're welcome. You're welcome. So we go straight. Trend line. Trend line. Or you are, like I said, you all know about support and resistance, about if support, if price breaks out of support, becomes resistance. If price breaks out of resistance, becomes support on the other side. That's RBS and the SVR concept. So we often don't have that information. So we are going strictly into the trend line, the use of trend line, how you can use trend line to get a precise entry at support and resistance level. Yeah. So to the VIPs who are in the room, we've treated this individually. Yeah. So there's nothing new here. Then I've given her the 5 action trading plan. So tomorrow is going to be our individual, VIP refreshment class tomorrow. So the VIP will meet by evening tomorrow. I think so. Yeah, Sunday, tomorrow evening by this time, to look at the 5 action plan from the setup to the entry, then the storyline, how to do your storyline, blah blah blah. So if you are not in If you are not in VIP, fine, you still have the opportunity to reach out to me. Yeah. Because not everything I'm able to cover here. There are some area I may not be able to go into details or because of time and for the purpose of this class. Yeah. So now the very first part we have here is the basic trend line, which is the most common and consistent trend line. Basic trend line. Yeah. That is the first one we have here. Basic trend line. Basic trend line. Let's go and see this. Yeah, basic trend line. Basic trend line. This is it. This is it. You have trend line moving up in an uptrend with the uptrend. It's moving in the same trend with the price action, right? So if you count from the back, this is first point, then this is the second point, which is support. Then the third point comes in here, reject the price level, reject the SnR, and then close above the trend line. So immediately at the close, that is for a snapper entry. Immediately at the close, someone buys into it. That is the basic for buy. Basic trend line. Basic trend line. You see price moving up, moving up, moving up. Then the trend line angles is also pointing towards the uptrend. So that is the basic. We call it basic. Basic. So for sell, if price is moving down, if price is moving down like this, then at the resistance, you have the point 1 of trend line, point 2 of trend line, then price move back into that angle and then move down. From there, you sell here. You sell here. That is price action with trend line in a downtrend. In a downtrend, it's moving in the same direction. Yeah, it's moving in the same direction. Let me draw it very well here. This is for if you have the market structure moving up, pull back, you have identified two support here. Then you move the trend line to it, right? This is the first point. Second point, please, if you are new to trend line information, please, you can, the settings, I've already done video in the past. Yeah, in the past, go to the YouTube channel and watch that. How to set your trend line on TradingView and the MetaTrader platform. How to set the trend line. We'll not be able to go into that detail here. Yeah, for the purpose of this class, we want to make use of time. This is the first point. This is the second point. This is the midpoint. Please don't use midpoint to, you only use midpoint to move, to shift the whole trend line. While the second point is, somebody is writing on the screen, please. Oh. You use the this to adjust the trend line, right? So this is the first point, second point. Then you look at the third point, price comes in here, then look to the left, it must have gotten an SnR in the left, then tap into that SnR and reject it to close above the trend line. So this is what we call a basic trend line in an uptrend, basic trend line. Then in a downtrend, we have price moving up. Sorry, for sell, you have price moving down steadily in a downtrend. Comes up. That is second point. Second point. That's resistance 1. Another resistance. You have identified second resistance, right? Then you pull up to your trend line and then hook the trend line to the resistance, second resistance. So price, we look to sell into the third point. Immediately price comes in here, look to your left, you must have gotten an SnR there, and then it rejects it, comes down. So price, structure, and the trend line moving in the same direction. They're moving in the same direction. Yeah. That is a basic trend line. That is the basic trend line. Basic one. We'll show examples. And then probably we'll do 1 or 2 trades. For example, if this is pounds USD, we have this. This is weekly time frame. If I just enter inside, so I can admit all. Okay, so this is first point. Then second point, or you use this. Please don't try to enforce the DC. It's objective. You follow the DC. Don't force it. If you don't have a straight line or something like for example, this way, pull out your line chart. Your line chart will clearly indicate the sharp edge, where to point the sharp edge. This is the second point, but this one does not touch. But if it happens to be here, that means this one has come out of the DC. Then you adjust the trend line. And then change it back to the candlestick, and you see price broke through it. Price broke through it here. A breakout, a pullback. This is a field. If you want to buy here, you have to make sure you don't stay long here because of what? There is a reason why it will not go up. There's a reason here. So it broke through the trend line, pull back into it, then you got your entry there. Therefore, for sell, also we have one here for buy. Yeah, this happens. See, this is the first point. Price broke through it, then comes down. That is for a break. We go to that. That one is another. This price did not go up here. Then for sell, let's look at sell. We have this for sell on basic trend line. Let's check for sell. Oh God. People are just coming in disturb. Oh God. Okay, for buy, this is another one for under pounds USD. This is another one. Price, this is first point. Third point, it goes up. It close above it, then it goes up. under first, this is a daily chart. Let me use a pounds. I like to use a volatile. Though gold is there, I don't want to. I have some settings on gold. I want to. It will distract us. Let's use another this. Yeah. Similar, for example, here we have this basic one, and then change it to this thing. You see 1, 2, 3. So continuously, subsequently, you see price moving in the same direction. It finally goes up like that. Then here, yeah, it's another good one. Check the trend line, the line chart is at the edge. Then we have price to this third point, it moves up. That is for buy. Under sell, we have this under sell. Oh, this is. We have this under sell. Yeah, under sell. First point, second point, third point, and then it moves down. Price moves down. Always use the line chart so that you will not get too much of noises from the wick of the candlestick. Yeah, use the line chart to get your sharp edge. Yeah, that's where you want to hook the trend line. Please, if you are new to the trend line methodology, the hooking methodology, you focus on the sharp edge. Sharp edge. Yeah, that is the close of the candlestick in a line chart. So then this is the first point, second point. Then you see price coming back into it, reject that, and then because there must have been an SnR here, price coming to reject here, and then close above it, above the trend line, it goes up. It goes up. So that is what you have in a basic trend line for buy and sell. We'll look at this in later. More trade. They just rush to finish the type of trend line, the setup. See here, like this place, for example, this place. See this place? This is the first point, second point, then third point. Slightly touch the trend line, just very slightly. So we can use this second point. Yeah. First point, second point, the third point. And SnR rejects. And SnR rejects, and then it comes down. After the close, that is huge. That's huge. So that is for basic trend line. I'll show you the pattern, the setup. I'll show you the setup, which is this. Where is the setup? Yeah, you can see different yeah, this is what you get. At the basic trend line, price and trend line moving in the same direction, down and upward. We look to the third candle touch. The touch of this candle, once it more close reject the trend line and close below it for sell. For buy, it must reject the trend line and close above it. Write it down. That is the main. That is for price precise entry. It must close below the trend line, the third point, for sell, and it must close above the trend line for buy. This is for selling. It's for sell. I'll show you the one for buy. Oh God. My line is showing stuff. Then we look into this, another one, examples. Somebody will be asking if it works on E70, 75 and other markets, all the markets, cryptos, what they call it, crude oil, all the markets, and very powerful, very, very powerful on crypto because of news doesn't affect those, on synthetic indices, V75 and step index. Yeah, because no news affect, no news there. So it consistent with those points. But me, I'm not. Now I've traded those indices in the past. Now I just focus on gold and pound Japanese yen. Nuri, you're welcome. Paper entry. So this is for gold. That good. So this is under good. So we go into the second point. The second type of trend line. The second type is called the divergence. It's just the opposite of basic trend line. Divergence. We call it divergence trend line. That means under this second point, you have the trend line and the price action diverges away from each other. That is the meaning. In a simple language. If this is a price structure, right, in an uptrend, right? If this is a price structure in an uptrend, then your this is to identify, you have identified the resistance, one, resistance two, a price pull into it the third time, and then rejects that particular SnR, and then moves down. Price moves down, reject it, comes down. So you can see the angle of trend line is pointing upward, while the price is tending downward. This is a divergence. This is what we call a divergence. They both diverge away from each other. So that's what we call a divergence trend line. Here, divergence. So this is the where the action takes place. Here, at the point of that divergence, the action comes into set. First point, second point, third point. We'll look into examples. Then for buy, this is it. Price moving down from the top, making a downtrend. Moving down from the top, making a downtrend. That is the second point of pull out your trend line to map the trend. That is the second point. Then the third point comes here to touch the trend line and then bounces off it. It bounces off the trend line. So here we have the price action and the trend line in a divergent manner, diverging away from each other. This is This is the exact action for buying into the divergence area. Divergence area. So here, you must have, there are some checklists you need to do. Like this is a key support level. You must have identified a key support level there, because if not, not all you could get a fake or a potential trade setup. You must have identified a key resistance here. Those are the checklists. The I've done some videos on this key SNR. Key SNR. This place must be a key SNR with a price gap, because that's what we call a price gap. That's what we call a price gap. Key support plus a price gap. The executive VIPs will understand what I mean by price gap. If you are new to this, go to my YouTube channel to watch video on price gap. Yeah, this place must have given you a key level of support and resistance in the past, which we call the historical support significant level. Historical significant level in the past, so that this price comes into attack there, then it rejects it. That's for that other divergence. Let's see examples. For examples, we have this angle. Yeah. Have this angle. See it. First point, second point, then from there, price move down. Price move down. From there, price move down. That is for sell. You can either sell here, you can sell here, whichever way you want to do it. But you have to be very, very tight. After you check to the past, that place must have, wow, see that level of support and resistance in the past. Yeah. This is why it comes down. This is a price gap. Price gap there. Yeah. Then furthermore, another one happens here. Another one happens later around this area. This was on the 18th of September. Yeah. Let's see it. This is for sale. For sale. Price was moving upward, hitting the previous resistance line, but finally it's come down. While the angle of trend line is turning upward. So that's diverges. So why the this thing was turning upward like this, then the price actions moves down. It's turning downward from there. That's divergence into sell. So you are going to get your precise entry from here as price touches this and then closes below it. You move to sell. So you are going to fix your stop loss according to your risk profile. Depends on you. So you look at the previous support or resistance level that you are going to put. This is a price gap. If you take it to lower time frame, you must get a zone out of this place that you're going to put in your this will maybe pattern permit. We do a lot of trade example how to get your zone, how to get the right zone. Yeah, the right SnR. You can see that the price moving here with an SnR in the past. Yeah, this is an SnR in the past. In the past. in the past. It's a significant level, significant level. So that's for buy, that's for sell under divergence trend line. My time is fast spent, my time is really running. That's for buy. For sell, sorry, for buy, you come here, see these examples. Price was moving around the support, second point support, then it goes up, third support. See, and price moves higher. Now see here, this is a key level of, a key level of support in the past. Then it goes into this zone. This is the zone we identify. Then you have your buy as price moves into the zone. Can you see there was no a close below the trend line, but you have a reject and then a close above it. Then you take your trade. If you miss the first trade, you can identify another zone, probably like this, coming here, price broke through, put into it, then it goes up. That's for another one here. You can also identify another good this in here. Yeah. If time permit, we'll do that. Let me just show you the setup and the examples first. So I want us to meet up with the time. This is less than 5 minutes. We'll come back after this first session to go into trade examples, the setup, the entry. So we do more of type of trend lines, which is number 3, the breakout, breakout. The third type of trend line, breakout. Yeah, that's the third type of trend line. So this is the breakout trend line. Temitayo King, that's a long time ago. Temitayo, that's a long time. So we have breakouts here. This is breakout, first resistance, price broke through it, come back, put back into it. Second point, third point, it goes up. That for buy, for sell. Let me go to this now. This is for breakout. This is price moving up in an uptrend. Then you pull back into it, breaks through that resistance level. Pull back into it. Then that's second, so that's for support. Into it again, then it bounces up. This is the breakout here, right? We have the first resistance, then turns to support, price moving again, third point, then it rejects that trend line with an SnR here, then it goes higher. That is for buy. You can have it as second point, or sorry, second 2 points at the other side, then 1 point at the left side, or like this. You can also have it like this: resistance 1, resistance 2, then price pull back, broke through it, breaks through that resistance, becoming support on the other side, then it goes up. That's breakout. This is first point, second point of resistance, then price broke through it, then pull back into it as a, RBS. Resistance becomes support. And you have the third point as what? As your for buy. Yeah, we'll go through some for buy. Then for sell, it's going to be like this for sell. It could be 1 point from support, then price broke through it. Price broke through it. Then you put your this thing like this, second point. Then you identify the second point, which is going to be the broken support becoming resistance, then price moving. Then the third point will give you your sell. You can see that this is the support turning to resistance. 1, 2. Turning to resistance. So this thing will be at the third point where price comes back into reject that. This place must have given you an SnR with a zone, and price pull back into it, then comes down. That is for a breakout, normal for sell. Then it could also be, instead of 1 point here, it could be 2 points of support. First support, second support, then price broke through it. Oh, sorry.